Hey guys, how's everybody doing? How are we feeling? We feeling good after that one or what? We feeling good after that one or what? Prima, don't want to be that guy, but I think this season might already be doomed. 3-7. Holy hey, the Astros started 3-7 last year. Not to cope, but I'm just kidding. What an awful day. Robles deserves better. It legitimately might be the best catch I've ever witnessed live. Might be the best catch I've ever witnessed live. Just keeps getting worse. Hello, Secular. Donatello, pain. Prayers for a speedy recovery. Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate it. Nunya, it's Majover. So true. Chris, it's cursed. Mariners Anonymous type of game. Hey, guys. I'm Joe, and I relapsed today into my Mariners addiction. I am a Mariners addict. Catch was not worth it, though. Wade, you know, you don't know that it's not worth it until it happens. You know what I mean? Until it actually happens. Kale, Robles probably broke his arm. I hope not, dog. I hope not. Hello, everybody. Hello. I'm hoping for, like... I mean, oh God. If it's a broken arm, it's worse. I feel like a broken wrist is quicker healing. But still, neither are good. Need more rum? There you go, Jordan. Drink responsibly, of course. Thinking broken wrists, you want to cry? Yeah, I mean, that's valid. I just like after, not to quote Karl Anthony Towns, but after all that, like, unbelievable, dude. How does that happen? Oh, the Mariners are in the entertainment business. Is anyone interested? Nah. Is anyone entertained? Not really. I mean, man, dude, I have some thoughts. Forfeit the season? Sour vanilla. I don't know about that. We still have Munoz saved for extra innings though. Smile. Instead of going to Santos, you go to Munoz. Doesn't throw 6 straight balls. Yeah, he might be out for the year? Brother, don't tell me that. Do not tell me that. The Giants challenging the call, whether it was a catch or not, like that cemented my emotions on them in the present time. Not ideal. Not an ideal situation from a fan perspective. As the Giants were, they're the second team that I support. They're the NL team. But we might be Diamondback Dojo instead of Mariner Mojo here soon. And I'll be anti-Giants after that. That was crazy business. And not that the thing that the Mariners challenged, having Matos go back to second, they lose a base on that. Doesn't really matter because first pitch swinging. Is Polo hurt or what? Sour Vanilla. Jude tweeted, like, I think 10 minutes after the lineup got announced today that day-to-day with the, like, soreness in his knee. So he was down, but I don't know if anyone caught it because it happened so fast, but they put Polo in at first base, moved Dylan Moore to third, I think it was, and then Mastroboni into the outfield is what I think the final, let me check. I think is what the final thing happened after Robles had to exit. But yeah, just all, like, for all of that to happen and then you just lose on the first pitch, just like unbelievable. Unreal. Yeah, it was Polo at first. Yeah, so it was legitimately just they had to put him in there because they had no one else on the bench. And Imagine they went and put a pitcher out there in right field or first base instead. That would have been wild. But again, it didn't matter because it was a one pitch thing. Dan was in his bag for that one, for the roster shuffling at the final turn there. Like, all in all, not a terrible game. It was like an okay game. I'm not like, I don't know, Julio hit a homer, sure. First pitch swinging on that ball low and away, just pound it into the ground after rope. Like, that was kind of frustrating. Obviously, Randy tying the game was big. Solano raising his batting average 71 points today. Donovan Solano raised his batting average 71 points. Can anybody in the MLB say that they did that today? I don't think so. I don't think so. Silver lining here, chat. There's none. There is none. We're fucked. Like, it's over. GG. We're 3-7. The season's over after 10 games. Call it a day. It was like a fine game. I wasn't overly mad. Wu just got ambushed in the fourth, but I feel like he pitched well outside of those 4 consecutive batters. But I don't know, 2 for 10 runners in scoring position. Bliss had a hit and run like with runners in scoring position. Like, there was worse things that could have happened in this game until the very final 10 minutes, and then everything went to shit. So, Fritz, thanks for the 99 cents, dog. Thanks for the 99 cents. What's up, Colty? What's up? What's up, dog? We're full Mariners Anonymous today. I mean, I don't have a beverage, so I'm not going to do that. But, I mean, I did swear. It's feeling a little Mariners Anonymous-y. Hi, Michael. Ian, correct. From 0 to 071. Yep. Raised his batting average 71 points. Bliss sucks too. Nobody can hit. Bliss got the RBI hit, and then when he came up in the 8th, grounded to that double play, and I wanted to bash my head against the wall. Oh, I should have put not Colton. You're right, Parker. My bad, dog. My bad. My bad. This looks like a 69 win team tops. Nice. Nice. Mariners are about to own the all-time win record and loss record. There's no way they're losing 121 games. Where's the Mariners Anonymous YouTube emote? Yo, Cook? Might be on, we can make that happen. No Munoz? If the Mariners had taken the lead in the top of the 9th, they were going to go to Munoz. They remained tied, so they wanted to preserve him for extra innings should they have got there. Unfortunately, they did not get there. So, mental check for Colton. Worried about bro. I mean, he just worked a 7 to 4. He should be home pretty soon. He should be home pretty quick, and we can get his Mariners Anonymous thoughts in there a little bit. But yeah, not a great way to end the road trip coming back home. Now you don't have Victor. I don't know if there's been any updates on Victor. I don't know if there's been any social media, like if they can establish something that fast. I doubt it. We'll probably know. I mean, I doubt we'll know by the time we're recording the podcast, but we'll know tomorrow. Pretty soon.
Fuck!
Jesus Christ, you scared the
I heard
hell
you didn't
out of
have
me.
a beverage.
I'm not gonna drink a Blue Moon. Hey, Colton's here.
Hey guys, what's going on, gamers?
Oh, that just genuinely... You could have knocked.
That's what you did to me the other day. Yeah, literally yesterday.
Yeah, but I wasn't streaming when it was happening.
I'm drinking one of these. I don't care.
Yeah, you do that, man.
Mariners Anonymous, chat.
Maybe don't do it on the desk where it's super loud. My God. It's not Colton. No, it's Colton.
This stream is brought to you by alcoholism.
You know, you have the stream latency, like, pretty...
It's pretty good.
No. It's like 30 seconds.
Hey, I'm here on my phone. It's just you, bro.
It's just me, bro. Should I refrez?
Refrez. My day is better now. Thanks, guys. Just getting swept over here. Colty, what's up, guys? Oh yeah.
You just had to be selfish and buy Blue Moon. That's
not
crazy.
even cold, dude. It was on sale.
Oh, nice.
It was broken. There was a broken one in there.
Perfect.
Sponsored by Blue Moon, chat. That's right.
Mariners Anonymous.
It is a blue moon tonight. Yeah, man. Hey, chat. What's going on, guys? How about that Seattle Mariners baseball game? Okay, so I have some thoughts. I was listening in on the stream. Fuck the Giants. Their fans, fuck them.
Yeah, when they booed
They booed every single time there was like an injury timeout. They booed. They booed.
Over here.
Giants fans, you suck.
Me and Jake are canceled.
Yeah, you and Jake are canceled, bro. Giant fans suck. Them challenging that call, suck my ass, Bob Melvin. Or that's who it is, right?
Yeah,
Bob Melvin right
no,
now?
that was legitimately like the last thing you should do from a. I don't.
And what do you challenge? You have a guy on third now. What are you challenging?
Like,
why are you mad about that?
it resets to what? Was it would have been one? It would have been one out with a runner on first.
I guess.
Why would you rather that?
I don't know what they were doing,
It's
dude.
insane.
I'm scrolling through Twitter to see if anything pops up here
About Robles' injury.
Robles' injury.
Yeah.
4-hit game today from Tyler Locklear. Had a pretty good series, or had a pretty good season so far. Do you move Luke Raley to right field and put Tyler Locklear in there at first base?
Dom Canzone hit a 462-foot home run.
Did he? Did he now?
He did.
It looked like a dislocated shoulder, chat, in garbage time, basically, is what it ended up being. Also, people were talking about not bringing in Munoz. I have some thoughts on that as well. I don't know if they're ready to have him go back-to-back days yet. He pitched yesterday. I don't know if they're ready to have him go back. Or, wait, was it the day before yesterday? Did he pitch yesterday? Oh, it was the day before yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, because they would. I mean, well, but they did use the entire bullpen, pretty much in that first game, and then yesterday, I don't think Munoz pitched.
You're right. My days are all messed up, chat. My bad. Never mind. Dan's a dumbass. So, yeah, Dan's an idiot. It's his shoulder. I mean, we know that. We know it's his shoulder.
I mean, he was
That's
holding,
not
but
the question.
he was holding his wrist.
Well, just because keeping the shoulder.
Is that what he was
Yeah.
doing? Okay.
Dan just said shoulder. Yeah, he probably dislocated it, but they need to make sure he didn't tear a rotator cuff or something like that. But I mean, when you see how far back his arm went behind his body, yeah, that ain't lit. That ain't lit. Dominant Canzone. So true, King.
It was only Thornton and Hahn that pitched yesterday.
Got it. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, so they were I mean, the idea is they're saving Munoz if they make it to extras, but it's like you got to get there 1st. You really got to get there first. Game face was like all like.
This reminds me
over
of the Orioles not using Zach Britton. And he's still remember that meme? Zach Britton is still in the bullpen. That's what this was. It was the same
still
thing.
there. Yeah.
Like, you need to keep that game going. Unfortunately, I mean, I think that it's good that we saw them go to Gregory Santos, because maybe they feel better about him than we thought prior. Like, maybe they feel like he has a maybe more leveraged spot now. However, not going to Munoz in that spot's pretty telling. When you need that's a must-win game.
Yeah.
That is a must-win game.
You can't get swept coming and then come back home.
No, against the Astros, against the division rival
Team
Astros.
that won today.
Did they?
And the Rangers won today too.
Sick. Love that for us.
Yeah.
You can't get swept there. You can't. And you got a really good ninth inning from most of the team at the plate. You know, we had the hit from Randy to tie the game. That's a W. All right. Some pretty bad at bats today, and Joe and I will talk about this more in the podcast later. Ryan Bliss's at bat was terrible.
In the 8th.
It was awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
RBI hit. Good. In good graces, maybe that he wouldn't do something stupid in the 8th.
And he did.
And then you ground into a double play in a situation where you cannot ground into a double play. Yeah.
So I'm assuming we won't know for Victor. JT Snow tweeted, Victor Robles tried to ice us. We don't play that game.
Blah.
And then Seattle Mariners Cam, go fuck yourself. I hope you get hit by a bus. I'm liking that.
I don't.
JT Snow, suck my ass.
I don't understand how it's Robles icing. Like, it's a great catch. He's making a great play, and then he's injured. Like, what are you icing? You won on the very first pitch of like when play resumed. You're fired up. Put the phone down.
I'm just gonna quote tweet it and tell him he's a dumbass.
Put the phone down. The Giants. Also, they couldn't spare a loss. They're 7-1 now, 8-1 to start the year. Selfish. It's rude.
I had to hold in all my anger because I was literally talking to somebody at work and I'm watching the game.
Oh, and you're doing
and
your
it
job.
happened, and I'm like, and like, there's like, I'll tell you later. It was a weird ass day at work, but
okay.
Like, so it was. I had to play I had to cosplay as the boss today. And so I had to try to be professional, but in my head, I'm screaming, nonstop screaming. What is going on up there? Just playing video games.
You think anybody gets that reference?
Nobody gets that reference.
Wouldn't that be bad for the pitcher, not the batter? Anything for some sort of anything that fits the right narrative. You know what I mean? Anything that fits the right narrative. They're in the same.
JT Snow was ass, right?
No, JT Snow was decent.
He was ass.
He was pretty okay.
He was ass.
All right.
I hate him. Yeah, what kind of rhythm is the batter getting into? It's a great question, man. Best record, not Dodgers, not Yankees, not Padres, the Giants. They got Jung-Hoo Lee back, man. Honestly, Lee had a great series.
Yeah, I mean, 2 70-mile-an-hour base hits today.
Yeah, you said it during like the beginning of this stream. I'm not necessarily mad at this game.
It's just
like,
the last 10 minutes.
It's just. I mean, it's a loss. The Mariners fought back a little bit. Brian Wu didn't have his best stuff, and the Giants look like they might be for real. Like, it sucks, but at the end of the year, if we see the Giants, in the playoffs, I'm not going to be shocked for what from what we just saw. But it has been the last inning of 2 of these 3 games that pissed me off. It was what happened with Robles. Great catch. Incredible catch from Robles.
I said it was the best catch I've ever witnessed live.
Yeah, like he literally put his entire ass body on the field.
Yep.
He looked like he was the only guy that cared out there. That's not true. The guys actually look like they cared today. But for the most part, that's the most effort we've seen out of anybody this year. Mm-hmm. And then to have it end the way that it did, and to have the Giants fans do what they did, and to have, Bob Melvin challenge the call and all this stuff, and just to have it end on the very next pitch. What an absolute waste of an end of a game.
Yeah, I get them celebrating too. Like, they're jumping up and down out of the dugout, homies rounding third, but that it just felt so dirty.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. You just walked off a game. That's great. But, man, I don't know. I think, yeah, so going forward, Shooty Hoops, Julio leadoff, Polanco 2 for now. What do you do at leadoff? Do you move Julio up, or do you move, like, Ryan? Do you put J.P. Crawford back in there? Do you have Ryan Bliss as leadoff? Don't you dare say Dylan Moore leading off.
Hey.
Don't you
whoa,
dare
whoa,
say Dylan
whoa.
Moore leading off.
Dylan Moore batting leadoff. He's batting 4. Oh, wait, no, that's from the...
Yeah, it was yesterday he was.
He's still batting like 350, though. I think you go with either... I think the 3 that we've said. Julio, JP, or Dylan Moore. No, I didn't
not
forget.
Ryan Bliss? Okay.
No, not Ryan Bliss. Why would you lead off Ryan Bliss?
He's fast.
That's about it, though.
Yeah, I think you lead off JP and you have Ryan Bliss bat 9. JP is hot garbage. JP gets on base.
Nothing like a 509 OPS leading
That's
off,
right.
baby.
But think about how that 509 came to be. What's his OBP?
Yeah, it's going to be decent. The goal is to get someone on in front of Julio, not have Julio lead off, right? Mm-hmm. So I think, and someone, comments are moving fast. Someone said, I think it was in reference to JP. He's done it before. He gets on base. I think he's the right person to go into the leadoff spot for the interim if it's only a small IL stint for Victor, if it does end up being that. If it's a long-term thing, I don't know how they remedy it fully if JP struggles in that spot. Mm-hmm. If they try Julio out in that role, but you don't don't necessarily want that guy in the leadoff spot unless you have no other option.
Yeah, Victor's the guy.
Yeah.
He's the one guy on this team you want in the leadoff spot. I'm in, Tyler. Re-sign Daniel Vogelbach. I will cosplay as Daniel Vogelbach and do it.
Yeah, I think the only reason why they do Julio is because of just getting him a guaranteed extra at bat at some point during the game. Mm-hmm. Also, Lucario, apologies. We missed 2 things from you because it was right when Colton got here.
Sorry, Lucario, my bad.
Appreciate it, dog.
Appreciate the 99 cents.
And the $1.99.
And also the split $1.99.
Yeah, thanks, dog.
I agree, Cindy. That pissed me off too. Julio's leadoff now. I wouldn't hate it, but again, I mean, I guess it's only one at bat that he's not going to have the chance to have someone get on in front of him, but
yeah.
Still. Walking back from the game right now, that was rough. Potluck, no. Did you see it in person? Can we just let the kids play? Laz, Emerson, Young, and Ford will be much more entertaining than this garbage. Unfortunately, Henry, you bring up specifically Laz and Colt Emerson. They're more than likely that's going to stunt their development. That's just what happens when you call guys up way too early.
I think you can get away with calling up Young, Ford, and like a Locklear or a Williamson, and I think you'd probably be okay. You're not gonna be. You'd care less about the losses, but there might be more of them. I think.
Right. That's the thing. It's like with where this team is, the Mariners have to decide who they are. Is this a team that's trying to play some of these young guys like Young and Locklear? No, it shouldn't be. This is a team that should be using the pieces they have to go out there and compete for a World Series championship. Unfortunately, with the guys that they have on this roster and then an injury like this, that greatly hampers your ability to compete for a World Series championship. And now what kind of moves get made here? It's like, we talked about it a little bit. Tyler Locklear maybe come up.
Yeah.
Right? And then it's him and maybe Rowdy, although if Rowdy's off this team tomorrow, I'm not mad about it. Like, he's done nothing. Nothing. He has an RBI. That was cool. But otherwise, I mean, I love Rowdy. I think he's hilarious. Nothing.
Being funny doesn't win baseball games necessarily.
Nice guys finish last.
Exactly. You better stop.
I think that if Polanco has to be the DH moving forward, right? Then you move Dylan Moore to third base. You have Bliss at second base, and then you consider calling up Ben Williamson sooner rather than later because of that. If Bliss starts to struggle or what have you, but I think the move tomorrow is Victor to the injured list. You bring up Tyler Locklear. That is what I'm assuming.
And then Rayleigh slides into the outfield.
Exactly. That's what I think the move will be tomorrow. Is it Framber on the mound tomorrow?
I can check.
Because if it is, then Locklear might get that start.
True. Or
no.
Raising his batting average 71 points, Donovan Solano.
Top 30 prospect Nick Dunn, bring him up.
I checked his stats the other day just to see what he was doing down in Tacoma, and he was batting 100.
Still better than Donovan Solano.
That's what I was going to say. Still better than Donovan Solano. So it is...
Oh, Hayden Wesneski versus Logan.
As it stands, Wesneski versus Logan. I imagine that would then be Framber.
The next, right. So
because they've played one less game.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Does Cole Young get called up?
Cole
Young. Oh, no. Does Cole Young get called up sooner? Maybe. I don't know. Like, I think that you don't want to stunt his development too much. If Ryan Bliss continues to struggle and you have to deploy Dylan Moore at third base, I think there's a possibility. I do still think that it is Ben Williamson before Cole Young, though.
Yeah, because you're not worried as much about his development necessarily. Like if Williamson ends up being a 2-win like floor player, or I guess 2-win ceiling player because of his glove, that's fine. You don't want that to be Cole Young because he was such a highly touted prospect.
Right.
And and all the time that you spent developing him. You've only spent, a season and a half developing Ben Williamson. Not to say that like any less time, whatever, but you just haven't had to put as much time and effort into it. But Fritz, $1.99. Thanks, dog. This offseason was banking on 0 injuries, and here we are. George, Polanco?
Sorta.
And Victor.
Yep.
Yay. Yeah, it's not great. Not great at all.
If Vic is out long term, do you think the Mariners call the Toronto about Bichette? He's already signaled that he's gone after this year.
For what purpose? Then you move Dylan Moore into the outfield?
I guess put Bichette at third in that, or second, depending on how we're doing with Polo.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that Polo got into the game today, obviously out of necessity, but the fact that he played first base is, I guess, a good sign that they were willing to put him in the field.
I'm telling you, for all the signal virtuing about why isn't Polo in the lineup? Oh, this is bad news for him to run out into the field for whatever. I almost
For
would
one pitch.
for one pitch. I almost would have rather they just put a pitcher out there.
Yeah. So then people can't say, "Oh, well, Polo's is okay enough to play the field."
Yeah,
huh?
exactly. Or some, whether I feel like is first base like the safest spot to put someone like that
Probably.
instead of right field.
Because there was no one left on the bench, right?
No,
Yeah,
it was just
Polo.
Polo. I feel like just putting a reliever that wasn't gonna pitch, like, because Vargas had pitched, Bizardo had pitched, Thornton pitched the day before, Hahn had pitched, like. Put Thornton at first base.
From what I saw,
I don't
when
care.
the pitchers were doing infield practice, I'm in with Thornton at first base. He can handle it.
Okay.
He can handle it. I mean, honestly, I saw Rob.
Robert.
Whoa, Rob. Who the hell is Brett?
I don't know.
Rob Magianis. I saw him play some first base down in.
Yeah, we're gonna have a coach.
Yeah, we're gonna have a coach. That's right.
Mordred, I'm telling you, they could have I feel like you could probably get away with putting a pitcher out there. I don't think that's not
No,
illegal.
it's not illegal. You
Like
can
an
do it.
illegal like.
It's happened already
rough or
this year. I think a pitcher played left field already this year.
Hell yeah.
Mitch Garver has been awful. Yeah, dude. His at-bats are just looking worse and worse.
Whoa. He had a pinch hit today. You got one?
He did. He did have a pinch hit. And then his at-bat, when it really mattered,
Yeah.
popped up to the infield again, didn't he? Or did it make it to the outfield?
I don't remember if he was on the grass or not, but it definitely didn't go much further than the infield if it did.
Yeah. Yeah, rough one. I mean, I only got to see bits and pieces. I mean, I saw most of this game, but I didn't really get to focus and pay a whole lot of attention.
Yeah.
Julio's home run was sick.
Mm-hmm.
Cal's home run was a no-doubter. How'd they score the third? Oh, it was Bliss. Bliss scoring that RBI was good.
Randy's at bat was amazing.
Randy's
like,
was
really
great.
good. Yeah. I like.
Hi, Aaron. Hi, Air Bear.
Hi.
Welcome to
Aaron.
Mariners Anonymous, Aaron.
I don't know if. I mean, how out would Cal have been if they sent him?
So out.
So out.
I
Unless
don't
it was
think
an
you can
errant
send them
throw.
again. With what we've seen from them getting thrown out of the plate so far this year, I don't think you could have done it.
Yeah, that's fair. It's just, I mean, Mastroboni working a walk the next plate appearance is great. It's just then you're now like, oh hey, here comes Garver up against Doval. It's just a bad matchup overall. But Julio's homer seems like so long ago.
Doesn't it though?
The start and end of this game just very, very vastly different. I mean, Wu looked good except for like 4 batters.
Yeah.
In the 4th inning, like it was a good start. It just he got legitimately ambushed. I don't know what he was doing instead. Like if he was telegraphing, like not changing up his looks enough or not sequencing 2 different. Like obviously that's not fully up to him. Cal's calling the game as well, right? Like
right. He had a Logan Gilbert 2024 start where he was really good except for 1 inning.
yeah,
Like, and that was what happened with Logan last year. He would be really good, and then boom, 1 inning, ass. The NL West is a nightmare. Hey man, more like
no,
the NL
it's a fucking nightmare.
All right, this is Mariners Anonymous. We can say fucking. Yeah. Bring up some young guns. Yeah, I mean, again, if the Mariners were to send down Rowdy Tellez tomorrow, or DFA him tomorrow, put Victor on the injured list, I would not be mad if we saw literally tomorrow Ben Williamson and Tyler Locklear called up, or even Tyler Locklear and Dominic Canzone, or something like that. I wouldn't be mad about it. I wouldn't be mad. We can't bring up Lazaro Montez. Chat, we can't do it.
Yeah,
We can't.
who says?
Me.
No, okay. You don't want him to be the next Carlos Peguero.
No, he's just Carlos Peguero if you call him up right now.
Ouch. Spencer Packard season? Stop it.
Wow. Oh my God. Well, I mean, if that's the case, Anna, the Mariners make the playoffs after they go on a massive run from the team in like August when he comes back. Thoughts?
We don't want a martyr though. Like we don't need like
That's
a
what
sacrifice.
Griffey was in '95. Was a martyr. I'm gonna see if there's anything else. I'm sad.
There you go, Matt. Enjoy yourself, pal.
I'm taking.
Enjoy yourself.
Like Julio says, I just noticed he was in pain and I called the trainers out immediately. Obviously, he made all that effort, but it's a high cost. Yeah, I mean, at what cost for this team to just lose the game again?
How much did it cost?
Everything. Like, for the Mariners to, like, yeah, he gave all that effort. It was a great game. And the fact that he made that catch, if he didn't get hurt there, the vibes would have been so high.
Or even if they don't lose on the next pitch and they win an extra,
The vibes could have been high.
better. Yeah.
But yeah,
Yup. What's wrong, buddy?
I'm just looking through here and
Just seeing if there's any actual
Oh,
news
well,
about it.
Mike Yastrzemski's 3-year-old daughter asked him for a home run today, and he hit a 3-run home
I
run.
tweeted about a nepo baby, so I said fucking nepo grandbaby. So
If it wasn't for, the Giants fans being douchebags, I would have been okay with that.
yeah,
But because the Giants fans are assholes, no. I'm sorry, 3-year-old daughter. I wish he hadn't hit the home run. Owned.
get owned.
Yeah, Aaron, I agree. Victor Robles died for Stanton's sins. Kinda.
No, we can't have this. He's literally like the life source of the team.
He is.
Like someone's gonna have to pick
the
up
energy.
the energy in some way, and everyone just kind of rides his high. I don't know what they're going to do. Like I don't know who's gonna be that
the
life-
vibes guy now.
Yeah, who? Not that you need one, but when you've had one and you lose one, where do you go from there? Where do we go from here? It's too good. It's too good. You're gonna get this copyright. You're gonna get copyright. Stop.
Where do we go?
Anyone know COD Zombies? Any COD Zombies people out there?
I'll let you know about where are we going. All right. Is anyone surprised the Mariners are 3-7? I'm not. I am. I thought this team was better than what they've showed so far. I still think they're better than what they show right now. I just think that Giants have a great manager. I disagree. Bob Melvin can suck my ass.
Great. Define great. Great at doing job? Maybe.
Do you do job good?
Like, maybe. Doesn't make him any less of an asshole by challenging a catch where a guy had to get carted off the field. It's like, what, Lawrence Taylor breaking Joe Theismann and like, oh, we got a challenge on the play.
Challenge on the play.
It's a little different, but
Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, yes. Incorrect.
close enough.
It was Modern Warfare, or wait, what? No, it was Black Ops 2 Zombies. That was Mob of the Dead, right? Where it first came out, and then it was in Blood. He's looking it up, chat. Losing Robles is so fucked. So true. How many games in this series would we have won with Scott coaching? I think at least one. I would say one. I think the Mariners would. Mob of the Dead, I was right. I'm a genius. I think that the Mariners would have won a game had Scott Service been the manager.
Oh, the narrative's getting crazy.
I'm just saying.
Oh, the
Wilson
narrative's
is
crazy.
mad. Listen, I know, and that's not just because I was a Scott defender for so long, but it's because I talked about it so much when Dan Wilson was named the manager that he should not be. He should not be the just de facto manager. He needs to be then interim manager, and they need to do a real search. And if in the end they decide that Dan's the best guy, fine. But that's not what happened. Also, Jason Z says it was Mob of the Dead. Are we sure that's not Jason B for Jason Blundell?
Zundell.
Well, Jimmy Zielinski was also a part of Mob of the Dead.
Interesting.
Or no, he had just left right before that. That was, I think, Mob of the Dead was the first Jason Blundell Zombies map.
Oh.
Notice how it was the start to actually good zombies.
Crazy how that works. Dan Wilson is in over his head. Well, hopefully he can get his head above water soon.
That'd be really good.
Soon.
Literally tomorrow, because the Seattle Mariners have a very big homestand coming up. Joe, what is on the screen?
I already said this earlier.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, the Astros started last year 3-7.
Problem is, we're not the Astros. $4.99 from Austin. Are the Mariners off to a bad start because of ownership and managerial choices, or do we just not have the players to hang with real contenders? Austin, I think the answer is both, because the reason we don't have the players to hang with the real contenders is because of the moves by the ownership, or the lack thereof. Thoughts? Comments? Questions? Concerns?
I don't have any questions or comments or concerns about that.
right.
But Austin, appreciate the $4.99, dog.
Yeah, appreciate it, Austin. Dude, welcome to Mariners fandom, Austin. How we feeling so far?
Get off the train.
Are you having a good time? Y'all having a good time? All right. I think we should go record the podcast.
Probably. We should probably do that just in case.
Okay, you guys want to hear about some more Mariners baseball?
I'm sure everyone's going to be really excited to watch tomorrow's episode
All
of the
right,
Hit It Here
big
podcast.
guy. Ban that guy.
Who?
Big guy.
Oh.
Big guy, you're gone, buddy.
Nope. I'm going to remove that. What if I added him as a moderator? Can I? How do I, like, should I,
Yeah.
there you go. Bang.
You're gone, buddy.
And we don't do that.
Wish it was Mike.
we didn't see Jade.
True, we didn't see Jade. You're not having a good time, Austin. Yeah. Game face of the 499. Love the Mariners. Am I hammered?
You might
Mariners
be.
Anonymous stuff. It's so fitting. Time for the Mariners to pull a money ball and have Polanco learn first base. How hard can it be? It's incredibly hard. Tell him, Wash. It's incredibly hard. That's Ron Washington, by the way.
Yeah.
Hey, the other people can have the name Washington.
That's
okay.
True.
Other people can have it. Okay.
Okay.
Will you heart that, please?
I'm going, man. You're giving me weird energy from that seat over there.
I'm not used to being on this side. I'm usually on that side.
On this side? Okay.
Ah, man. All right, let's go record the podcast. Chat, appreciate all you guys being here. Short stream for me. 40 minutes for Joe. It's like the second or third longest post-game live stream we've done. So, appreciate you guys being here. Team's Curse. It's true. Be sure to pop in tomorrow at 9 a.m. for the podcast. Episode 180, right?
180, yeah.
180.
180
for
episodes
tomorrow.
of covering a team that hasn't made the playoffs because we started the Hit It Here podcast after they made the postseason.
Well, we started the channel before. So.
Yes, but the podcast
But
itself.
the channel, which has over 1,000 videos.
68
Come
wins.
on, Dark. Hey, at least put it at 69.
Someone said it's a 69 win team.
I heard that. You
Yeah,
said nice.
Nice.
W. All right,
Dubs.
chat. Smooches. Appreciate the donos. Any remembers? I'm not really sure. I'm acting like I was here for most of it. I was not.
You basically were. You were here in spirit.
No.
Yeah.
Live tomorrow. We're going to the game, so probably not.
Probably not.
Why are we going to the game? I don't know anymore.
We just got to see it to the end.
Hey, they have not lost the game we've been to, chat.
You're welcome.
So if you guys want the Mariners to make the World Series, give us more money so we can go to more games.
No.
So
Stop. Okay, bye. Thank you for stopping in. We appreciate you guys. Have a good rest.